keeping with the trusty adage, starve a cold, disgust a fever.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Excuse me, Niles, but I've got news for you. Copernicus called, and you are not the center of the universe.
Okay, so yesterday, right before I was going to go to sleep, Deadline dropped an interview with Kathleen Kennedy where she basically said she was leaving, but not really, but she really is leaving, that she has power to name her own successor, which we all know she doesn't. She can suggest, and that's it. And that she won't retire from making movies. First off, you can imagine my reaction. I'm like a Tesla. I go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, and I went ballistic. I went like, I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? And I know part of her plan is to use the black pills, neurotic, etc., to hurt Star Wars. If she can't have it, no one can. She's a narcissist, of course. But let's talk about the Deadline article. So the headline is what you saw. Kathleen Kennedy speaks on her Lucasfilm plans. She is not soon retiring, and the films that will keep her in Star Wars orbit for years to come. By Mike Fleming. And I think it was done in London. All right, the piranha-like frenzy, blah, blah, blah. Still the trade's followed with gusto. He's trying to basically say they jumped the gun. And that's not true. They didn't. So I want to read you some of these. Well, first of all, I'll give you a little taste of it. There's a part where Kennedy is asked by the reporter about being pushed out, and she clapped back and he clapped back at her. And then of course lies. Okay, Deadline. I broke a piece last fall about Simon Kinberg making a deal to write and produce a Star Wars trilogy. How's that going? Kennedy. We're absolutely rolling fast and furiously. That has gone exceptionally well. And he's literally going to script as we speak. We'll see something around June. Well, we'll see if you're still there in June. But it goes on and on. The Sean Levy thing, which I suspect Levy doesn't want anything to do with her. And it's an absolute fucking nightmare to read. And all right, we've read all these speculative reports that you're out. There's a frenzy for the next person who's going to take over Lucasfilm. What is the truth? The truth is, I just want to say loud and clear, I'm not retiring. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I'm not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is that I've been talking quite some time with both Bob and Alan over an eventual succession might look like. She wants to couch it like she's the one to choose the successor, and we might be seeing the guys get so tired of it they'd let her pretend she was the one that named the successor. But we all know that Bob and Alan are going to look at her and go, that's nice, Kathy. Go over and play with your Ray doll. I'm producing the Mandalorian movie right now. Which she's not. She's not anywhere near it. Sean Levy hasn't come close to starting a movie. And This is so delusional. It's right up there with, she might as well pretend she's Napoleon. So he asks, how far down the road do you expect before a change gets made, and then you go off, produce these two big Star Wars things? She says, we'll probably make an announcement months or a year out. I have every intention of sticking around to help that person be successful. I mean, it's like, what? The fact that she can't admit that they've been talking about her leaving for a while, like people out in the public. You know, when I've got friends of mine, Lord Tornaga, telling me, high up 7th floor lawyers at studios saying, Kennedy's out, Lucasfilm is in chaos, la la la. And this delusional bitch can't accept it. You know, it's like anybody who knows what's going on, like I would say Bob Iger, who's probably furious. Jon Favreau, who's probably like, you stepped into that one, Kathy. Have got to see this for what she is. She's mentally ill. She's batshit crazy. And she just humiliated herself worse. But let's talk further.
Dad, when are you going to stop blighting the environment with this atrocity?
My God, can't you see that it wants to die? Let it go.
That one just drew a pentagram on the floor and chanted, I summon thee 3 times.
I mean, it's one of those things where you sit back and you look at the interview, if you can stomach reading it, and you go, she really is crazy. I mean, she really is bat guano crazy. Now, I don't know. Maybe she's got a narcissistic personality disorder. Maybe she smoked too much weed when she was a kid. I don't know. But the interview almost reads like she was trapped. She literally let herself get trapped and humiliated because nothing is going to stop THR. Nothing is going to stop THR. Variety and Matt Bellany from digging now and further into what has been chaos at Lucasfilm. Everybody in Hollywood knows it. If you've got senior executives at other studios saying they know there's craziness going on at Lucasfilm. They know there's insanity going on there. When you've got that going on, you know she's lying. Because, look, there's only so much you can do to keep shit like that quiet. Okay? It's like, why have an interview? Why try to save face at this late stage? Because she's crazy. Iger knows it. Jon Favreau knows it. She goes to Deadline, Amber Heard's trade of refuge, and Blake Lively's trade of refuge to get her side of the story out. And just like Amber Heard's, at least, it is an incoherent, delusional, gobbledygook mess of flights of fancy that, when you look at what the public information is, has nothing to do with her. Okay, Sean Levy's movie doesn't have anything to do with her. And he is not making a Star Wars movie. He is not handing in a script by June. Okay? Simon Kinberg, what is that even? Okay? This woman walked into a trap that the guys knew was set for her. Okay? They set it for her because they went to Matt Bellany and likely aimed THR, which is Disney's voice, to Puck. And Variety came in, started out with oh, well, we don't know, to, yeah, she's out. Why would they be so definite like that if it's not true? And why now, at this late stage, after Indiana Jones 3 flopped so badly, and she should have been kicked to the curb publicly then, is she demanding, trying to hold on so tight? And I gotta tell you guys, I am not a psychologist. I am not someone who's well-versed in, dealing with personality disorders, diagnosing them, treating them. But this has all the marks of a personality disorder. Okay, this woman is crazy. Okay, she knows that her presence hurts the franchise. If she admitted that she's not a popular person, that would actually probably be healthier for her to do. But her admittance is this insane interview, okay, that she knows big YouTubers who I think should lose their audience and go find real jobs. Nerdrotic, go learn to code. If you'd be allowed to, but you're a convicted felon and no one wants to hire you because of that. She knows that they will cause trouble for John, Dave, and Disney. I mean, these people are as deluded as she is. They're deluded that they can actually somehow bring George Lucas back or kill Star Wars because it's dead and it's not worth saving, or some psychotic thing that they think, and they think they can bankrupt Disney. Okay, I just want you guys to, wrap your minds around that. And they will run with her interview as if it's the truth without going, she comes off as kind of a nutbag. She comes off as kind of like a self-interested, narcissistic psychopath. Maybe we should dig further. She outright lied about what Matt Bellany said. Outright lied to him. And lied about him. All right, if I were him, I'd be furious. And let me tell you something. The person that has the pen is the most dangerous person in the world, because they can say whatever the fuck they want now. And THR, she lied about what THR said, and Variety, which has far more independence, can go, hey, our sources say she's full of shit. And then they start digging further. And it comes out that she lied, that she has been out, stuff that we've talked about is true and is happening. And has happened. We've seen some of her favorite people leave. Rain Roberts shipped off to Searchlight. Max Taylor, God knows where he went. A new guy, Derek Hoffman, brought in. We will see others leave. When you've got people that are hardcore, crazy, wokesters like Christina Telleritis, basically changing their pronouns from, and their bios on LinkedIn, from crazy woke soccer mom with pronouns, she, her, to professional filmmaker, and that's it. She's looking for a new job. Okay. She's looking for a new job. Okay. You've got Gina Carano, basically posting pictures of a woman sipping tea with a smug look on her face. Yes, there's shit going down at Lucasfilm. Stop fucking lying. Don't care if it makes you look bad. You've made it impossible for people to enjoy Star Wars because of your presence. Even good Star Wars, like Kenobi, like Ahsoka, like Skeleton Crew, okay? Kathy, and you walked into an interview, you popped off like a bottle of really bad Petnaz or Prosecco that sat in sun for too long. And now we're sitting here going, they can retaliate. They can actually dig and find out what really the truth is. All right, just like they did with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Okay, and it ended up being Amber was the one who shit the bed. Okay, Kathy, you shit the bed. Everybody knows it because you did it in front of everybody. With The Last Jedi, with The Rise of Palpatine, with Solo, with Dial of Destiny. You shit the fucking bed. Okay? So why don't you exit stage left and leave Lucasfilm to people who love the company, who aren't using it to be the first female head of a studio, which historically is inaccurate. It's not about you anymore, you narcissistic bitch. It's about fixing what you broke. Okay? And yes, it's bad, and yes, you did it. Okay? You walked into this with this stupid, humiliating, insanely delusional interview. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.